Good afternoon everyone, I'm Gary Martin and today you're joining us at my place of work, Huddersfield Golf Club, Fixby Pro Shop, where we're going to be clearing out some of the 2022 Titleist TSI Woods. We've got a few other bits and pieces as well, and this comes off the back of, obviously Titleist, revealing that they're going to be launching the TRSI range at the back end of the summer. So, we're really looking forward to that. But unfortunately, we're quite heavily stocked on this year's range, and we're going to be clearing it out. It's not all brand new with wrappers on. Most of it is shop soiled, but we're going to chuck out some bargains here to our subscribers. So if you're not subscribed already and you're new to the channel, do please like and subscribe. There'll be a lot more of this to come in the future, and we're going to start off with the Tsi1 Drivers. So if you're not familiar to these are the most forgiving two drivers that Titleist offer. So, they're quite a big sort of 460cc head. These are both in immaculate condition, no sky marks, no marks on the face, literally just wrappers have been taken off. We've got a 12-degree driver which comes with a stock shaft, a soft regular. So this could be a senior, possibly. Somebody starting to lose a little bit of club speed. Hand-eye coordination might not be quite there as well, so you're not always hitting that sweet spot. As I say, it's one of the most, it's the most forgiving driver they offer. So it's going to be ultimate forgiveness. Could be a newer golfer as well. We've also got the 10-degree regular. Now, I have got some different shaft options, which I won't charge extra for these. I'll include these in the price, because these shafts are pretty light, okay? So what we could do, we could include in that. We could even include a couple of ladies shafts. We've got some ladies shafts here in driver lengths. So these are a bit shorter than gents, but the same weight. So nice and lightweight. We've got a couple of ladies shafts, which we could put in a 12 or a 10-degree TSI wood. Or we could put in, we've got some more regular shafts here. And I'll not, I'll not put any upcharges on these. These will all be sort of same price. So we're going to do these at $399 delivered, which is £100 off the retail price. Where can we go here? We've got a 50 gram regular shaft, which is just about stock weight really, so it's not a lighter weight one. If we've got somebody who's a little bit stronger hitter, we've got a 60 gram stiff shaft, and then we've got an extra stiff shaft, but I wouldn't recommend putting that in this head, because if you're somebody that swings that fast, the TSI1 head probably isn't for you. So I think them stock shafts are pretty near what they need to be really. I wouldn't be putting anything more than a regular shaft in that head, because I think it would just become too high spinning, and obviously you wouldn't get the distance, you wouldn't get optimal flight on that. So we've got, as I say, higher handicapper, lady possibly, senior, somebody that's quite a smooth swing, trajectory is starting to drop or it's a little bit low and you're trying to get that higher launch, more distance. Excuse me. Then we're going to move on. We've got 3 TSI2 woods. These are all 11 degree, but don't be put off by that, because you might be somebody that uses 10.5, which is pretty much quite a common use loft, and these can be adjusted. Obviously they've got the adjuster on here, so you can knock these down in loft, you can increase them a little bit in loft. So TSI2, it's what revived my driving, because I'm play Titleist as well. It's aimed at more your mid-handicap golfers. So this is more, sort of nice balance between performance and forgiveness. So it's it creates a nice ball flight, a little bit of a rainbow flight. What I would say, if you're looking for something very strong and penetrating, this is not the one, because I've used this driver with an extra stiff shaft in it and it still wants to pop up a little bit. I mean, I'm swinging 110, so it's quite aggressive. This is going to be suitable, I would say, if I were fitting it, somebody that's swinging probably 85 to probably 100, that wants that little bit of a rainbow, softer flight, a little bit of easy use. We can use some different shafts to control the flight so it don't get up there too much, but this is just your sort of mid-handicap golfer club basically. What shafts I put in here, which I've got a 10 side blue, so mid-launching regular 55 gram. I've got a hazardous smoke 60 gram regular again. So these are all aimed at sort of that regular club speed, and a 50 gram. Curacage, but I would say the hazardous one is for somebody that's just a little bit sort of, you know, like it's almost like a firm shaft, that 5.5. I think it's more firm. Somebody that's like kind of in between stiff and regular, and it's going to be probably just a little bit lower spinning than these two shafts. They're more mid launching, and then that's going to be a little bit lower launching. But we can put in there, you know, with this you could go extra stiff in shaft if you wanted to. As I say, I've got a nice Tsi white 65 grams. This is low launching, low spinning. It's a little bit heavy. It's 10 grams heavier in stiff, so if you're a little bit harder hitter. What else could we put in them? We've got a hazardous smoke 60 grams stiff again, so we've got a couple of stiff shafts there we could put in them heads. I don't think we want to be putting these in here. We've got some really lightweight regulars. You know, I think if you're going to use these shafts, you're more looking at the TSI1 head. Okay, so that's the Woods. I think I mentioned there, didn't I? Did I say 399 delivered within the UK? If you're outside the UK, you know, contact details, email address will be in description. I might even pop that up on the screen. Right, so we're going to move on to Fairway Woods. I think we've got three Woods, but one's a 16.5, I believe. Am I right or am I wrong? No, I'm wrong. We've got a TSI1. So this, remember, is the most forgiving fairway wood that they offer. The most highest launching, the biggest head and profile. And we put a lightweight regular in that one. But shaft options wise, we'll discuss them in a minute. Then we've got two Tsi Freeze, which are the sort of more mid to low handicapper clubs. Somebody that's trying to get that low penetrating flight. You might want to use this fairwood off the tee a little bit. Or when you do it a normal free wood, it just balloons up in the air. So this head's a little bit lower spinning. Obviously it comes at a price. The lower backspin it creates, you know, if you do fade or draw the ball, it will exaggerate that shape a little bit. So, you know, you've got to be a reasonable ball strike, somebody that's confident with a shape of shot. And in these I've put in a Tensai blue regular, and I've put in a hazardous smoke stiff. So Tensai blue's a mid-launching regular, 15 degree TSI3 wood, and then we've got the low spin stiff. This would be someone like myself, really, low handicapper, wanting a strong penetrating ball flight, you know, when they're playing in windy conditions. Shafts we could put in there. Let's have a look what we got for you. We want some 43 inches, don't we, really? 43 inches standard length. I've got a Tensai white, so again a low launching, low spinning shaft, which would go well with a TS3 head. We've got two of them heads, haven't we? TS3s. I'm sure I had a few more options than that. We've got the Curacage soft regular. Now we don't want that. This one is going to go well with the TS1 head. So this is the soft regular. Again, that could be a senior, a newer golfer that's not got much club speed. That's going to go on with the TS1 head. We've got another lightweight shaft again, TS1 head. It's the El Dealer Ascent, I think it's called, 40 gram regular for the TS1. And final one is a Curacage 55 gram regular. So again, that one's going to be more TS1. So the only one for the TS3 is really that Tensai white, which wouldn't charge an upcharge for. And then we've got them two, which could go in the TS1. I'm going to do them ones. I mean, full retail on these Fairway Woods is $269. I'm going to do them at $199, delivered within the UK. We will post outside the UK, but we'll have to quote you a price. Only thing I've got to say on these is that I've only got head covers for the Woods. I've got 4 head covers for the Woods. Oops. So it's going to be first come, first served on there. All the other clubs we've not got covers for. They were display models. Okay. Now, final 3 hybrids. Or Woods, should I say. We've got one TSI1 rescue club. So again, high handicapper, senior, possibly lady. I think I've got a ladies shaft for that one. Let's have a look. I put in there a regular, haven't I? I put in a regular shaft. It's the mid-launching Tensai blue. Let me see what else I've got for that. I may not have any other shafts for that, actually. Oh, I tell a lie. I have, but they're stiff, aren't they? That's why I didn't put it in. I've got one other shaft. I've got a ladies. So if we had a lady that's wanting a rescue club, I don't think I told you what loft that were. It's a 23 degrees. So in modern day clubs, it's about a 5 iron. They didn't used to be that strong when I was playing golf as an amateur golfer, but that's where we are at the minute. So could put a ladies shaft in that. These are 239 online, brand new wrapper on. We're going to be clearing these ones out at 170. So there's just that one in the TSI one, and then I've got a TSI3. So this is again the sort of mid to low handicap golf for somebody wanting a strong penetrating flight. It's a 20 degree. You might be somebody that's not very confident with fairway woods, you know, wants something to hit for your second shots on par fives, or, you know, for teeing off on tight par fours. That were me as an amateur golfer, you know, wanting that strong penetrating flight. It's a 20 degree. I put in there the Tsi blue mid-launching shaft in stiff, but we've got a couple of other stiff shafts we could put in here. We've got the hazardous smoke, 80 grams, so a little bit heavier. This is probably the lowest spinning shaft I've got in the range, actually. 6, so it's a stiff as well. Or we could go, we've got a Curacage 60 gram stiff, so that's just a sort of mid-launching. What's Tsi? That's 65, so I suppose it's the lightest one out of the range, the lightest stiff one they do. So it'd probably be a little bit higher launching than the Tsi blue, you know, as another option. And then finally we've got the TS3. So this is actually a year before. This is the season before. We've got the 19 degree rescue club. You know, all of these are sort of, they're not brand new wrapper on, as I said, but there's no sort of wear or marks, no sky marks, no scratches on them or anything. They've just been on the shelf. This has got a Tsi blue 65 in there. We could put these two shafts in, really, the stiff hazardous, which is a heavy one, or we could put in, I don't know where I put it now. I think it were a Curacage, wasn't it? That one, Curacage. It'd be silly to try and put, you know, lighter, soft regulars in there. It's just not the right head type for that. So that gets us through what we've got in the wood department. In fact, I didn't put a price on that, did I? We'll do that one. Best price online is 169. We'll do that TS3 at 129. Okay. Couple of little items we've got which are not fittable, you know, it is what it is with these. We've got the U510 driving iron, so that's Titleist's most forgiving driving iron, so it's the biggest size sort of 4 iron that they do. This could be for somebody that struggles with the set irons. You know, obviously we've got the graphite shaft in there to help with launch a little bit, although it is low spinning, because, you know, they did want to keep the flight, you know, in fitting with, you know, a sort of steel setter iron. So it's 5.5 regular, 80 gram weight, low spin, hazardous smoke. So it'll give you a strong penetrating flight. But obviously with that head, you know, it's going to be, you know, ultimate forgiveness, nice and big. Online prices are going for 189. We're going to do that at 139 delivered. And then we've got an SM8. This is not the chrome one, it's the brushed steel. It's an SM8. 62 degree with 8 degrees of bounce, M grind. We're going to do that. Best price, these are still 129. We're going to do that at 109. This one's actually got the wrapper on it, so it's brand new with wrapper on grip and head, but it is last year's range. Okay. Couple of the little pieces. These are not Titleist, but I thought while we're rolling, while we've got the video going, we've got a Ping G series crossover driving iron. I don't know if you can remember these. Comes with black head. Looks pretty smart, actually. Black head. Again, ultimate forgiveness. Big, chunky 4 iron. We've got in there a stiff flex. So a little bit of a rare spec for a 4 iron crossover. And we're going to go on that one. £99 delivered. Okay, brand new. A little bit of shop soiled. And then for the left-handers out there, if you're left-handed, you don't get much love on this channel, I'm afraid, because we don't get many left-handed stuff traded in, but I've got 2 absolute pearlers, and the guy that traded him in, Mr. David DM3, David Maguire the third, he'll be watching, that he's one of our members, absolutely lovely guy, but he is a tinkerman when it comes to golf. I mean, these look brand new off the shelf. Look at these. He loves a little purchase. I mean, they're just literally brand new with head covers basically. They've not got the wrappers on, but you wouldn't even know they'd been out the shop. They're that good. The Epic Speed, they're fetching 199 brand new. We're going to go 139 on that delivered. That's the 5 wood regular shaft. It's got the hazardous smoke 5.5, and then we've got the Epic Max LS. This is a low spinning head. It's got the sliding bar at the back. It's a 10.5. It's gone for regular shaft in that one as well. I'm not sure what these are fetching brand new. I don't know if it's 299 or 349, but we're going to go on that one 229 delivered. All right, left-handed, showing you some love there. And that's it really. That brings us to the end of what we've got. And hopefully you guys can help us move some of these on. I mean, it's not going to be a long time flies, and I bet, you know, Titleist will be offering the fitting on the TSI one pretty soon, as it's now becoming public knowledge that they're going to be coming out. And as I said, I might have said earlier, is that if you are in the market for a club, you know, it might not be a good idea to wait for the newer stuff coming out, because there's only one way the price is going on the new stuff, and it's up. So it could be a good idea to maybe look to get a little bit of a bargain on this year's range as we start to, you know, sell through some of this season's stock, and you know, keep that money in the bank, you know, possibly. But yeah, if you've got any questions, guys, you can always drop me an email or drop me a phone call. I would prefer to deal with you over the phone. You know, obviously I'm quite busy, so if you're sending me emails and I've not replied within a day or two, you know, that's probably not unnormal for me at the minute. I'm so busy with teaching and obviously YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So if you can give me a call, if I'm not in the shop, a colleague will take your number and I'll ring you back when I'm in. And let's try and wrap some of these up. Let's try and, you know, move a few of these on, and yeah, help you guys enjoy your game a little bit more. You know, although we can't custom fit you on these, because there's not, you know, we can't order these from the manufacturer now. You know, these are just a clearance offer. You know, I'll be able to verbally, you know, give you a little bit of help and advice and point you in the right direction. And hopefully, yeah, try and sort a few of you guys out. So if you've enjoyed that one, guys, make sure you subscribe. There'll be plenty more of these to come, and we'll keep trying to bring you some bargains. We'll see you guys in a few days' time, and we'll have something good in store for you.